Welcome back, let's go on another walk. This time we're in Central Ghetto, which is Southend-on-Sea. I'm parked up there in Sainsbury's because I thought it was free, but apparently it's an hour. So I've got to do this in half an hour as we've got to do the school run. All human life is here. This is start off at this end of the high street as I could have come from the seafront and entered this way. And there's Victoria Plaza, it's an indoor shopping centre. It used to be an outdoor one. And this is the famous Odeon, which the Beatles once played in the heyday in the 60s. But it wasn't that site. I'll show you the site in a minute when you get there. This is all pretty new for me, to be honest, as I don't come here that often now. I live a few miles out of town, as I managed to gather just some money. No, just kidding, I have no money. I have no petrol, no fuel. But we're going to be scoping out a few things today, but I'm going to be taking you just for a walk through the high street. And somewhere where we can potentially do a live stream. Please do hit the like button even if you don't like it. Please subscribe as well if you're new, because I won't be able to do a live stream. I say my mission is to do a live stream by the end of the week. And today is Wednesday, so I've only got 2 days to make this happen. I'm getting a mechanic to look at my car tomorrow, just to give it a bit of TLC before its MOT. So that limits me for time, but we'll see what we can do. So the goal is to do a live stream at the end of the week and make some money in the process. All human life is here, from the feeble old days. Great name for an Essex hairdresser. Cut you up. A little nod to the knife crime that goes on around these parts. Now the Odeon I was talking about, I'm pretty sure it was down here somewhere. I'm sure you can see the side of the old building next to the new Forum, which is the college that's in Southend. I say new, it's been there for years now, but they weren't there when I arrived. So now here we are. This is somewhere I could have potentially done a live stream from this afternoon, although it is a bit freaking noisy with the roadworks or renovation to this building going on. And there's no one here. Oh, if I would have got here earlier, I could have made a few pounds. So this is where the buskers busk. Underneath here, some fabulous street art I have to show you. Southend, as it's lovingly described as by the locals. But this is where the busking normally takes. Some great acoustics under here. Bésame, bésame mucho. So yeah, I would be standing here. This would be my view, left and right. reckon in a couple of hours you could make a few quid. I wish I had a bit more time today. I did bring my guitar with me today. It's in the back of the car, but I left it too late in the day to do anything about it, as I have got to do a school run. So let's continue our walk just for time. Popeyes. Never been there. Gonna have to give it a go. It's definitely got to be better than. Got to be going out of business soon. Bogus Colonel. You mean that bogus Colonel? No. Taco Bell. We've even got a Taco Bell. We are fucking stretching it. Oh, sorry. We are branching out here in Southend. I like the way they put like a Popeyes next to KFC. And even more bold as brass over here. It's good to see there's a lot more shops open than there used to be. There was a point about 10 years ago where nearly every shop was boarded up. It was starting to look a little bit like Clacton. So they put a McDonald's here, and then bang next door to McDonald's we have a goddamn Wendy's. I only had a Wendy's when I was in the States myself. I was out there for 3.5 months, and I only tried Wendy's once. And the only thing I can say that's vaguely different about a Wendy's is they have a square burger bun. Go Wendy's. But let me know, what's good about Wendy's? Let me know in the comments. The Clarence Yard is down there. Might try and get a few, going to put the feelers out for a few paid gigs over the next week. But I do need to get a new guitar string or a new set of guitar strings in order to make this happen. This is the Royal Shopping Centre, where I worked for a few years. And just down the end here, if you've never been to Southend, it always gets such bad press, Southend. I mean, it does. I say sometimes it's for good reason, because obviously, you know, people like to come here and have fun, alcohol flows, and you do get a lot of people coming down from London on the weekends who have no business to be here. They only come down here to cause trouble, and I think because of that, Southend gets a bad name. Now, when I did go travelling a few years ago, I actually started to miss Southend. And when I used to tell, especially when I was in the States, I used to tell American people, they were like, where are you guys from? We say, oh, we're from Southend-on-Sea. They're like, we don't know that. We say Essex, and they're like, oh yeah, the only way is Essex. That's how we're internationally renowned. Internationally renowned, babe. But yeah, I'll stop focusing on me. And yeah, this is the end of the... But I used to say to people, you know, I come from a little fishing village. No, sorry, not a little seaside town just outside of London. No, that sounds lovely. But no, it really is. When you haven't been here for a while and you're thinking, actually, we're quite lucky to live around here, because in some towns you go to, it's just dead. Dead everywhere. At least you could mix it up a little bit here. Here is the fun fair, who have just recently said that they are opposing the government's plan for a digital ID, which I think we should all do. But anyway, let's keep politics out of it for the moment, and I'll take you to this lookout view over Adventure Island. As you can see, the beach goes from here, goes from Chalkhall all the way through to Shoeburyness over in the distance, and everything in between. Can you see the sea? You can't see the sea today, sir, for there is no sea to see, sir. But yeah, so this is always great to keep the kiddies entertained. In the summertime, you can get a wristband, let them play for the whole day. I would bring your own food though, because it can get a bit pricey. But yeah, that was Southend-on-Sea. And you have where we just I filmed a video earlier from Leigh-on-Sea. You can see that on my video list. But that way you've got Chalkhall and Leigh-on-Sea, Westcliff. Let's not forget Westcliff, even though it is an S-H-I-T-I-L-E. Again, I'll leave you with this amazing street art, which is one great thing about Southend, is there's a lot of this around. I'm pretty sure, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the guys who does this amazing street art, sure he won't mind me giving him a shout, I think his name's John Bully, and he done the famous Camden Lock artwork that you see in Camden Town. But that is exceptional, isn't it? Not sure who that is. I don't want to give John credit for something he hasn't done, but that is pretty remarkable, isn't it? This is a bit more modern, I have to say. But yeah, a bit of history here. I think the royals used to stay in Victorian times. This was like a posh hotel for the royals, hence the name. But yeah, I used to do a good open mic night here with the lover Emma Jane Bowman, who I need to get hold of actually to get these gigs. See if she can get me some gigs. But yeah, Southend-on-Sea, come visit soon.